Psalms 102, verse 7. It says, let's start 5. By reason of the voice of my groaning, my bones cleave to my skin. I am a pelican of the wilderness. I am an owl of the desert. I watch, and am as a sparrow alone upon the housetop, man. Call on La Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. Also give it the honest Elder GMS, the honest Akim, and peace and bless you, brothers and sisters that listen, hopeful elect. Call on La Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. And this is King David when he's being afflicted and persecuted. When his life was in a balance, he said what he watched, and he's like a sparrow alone upon the housetop, man. Right, I'm gonna keep reading on. Mine enemies reproach me all the day. They that are mad against me are sworn against me. For I have eaten ashes like bread, and mingled my drink with weeping, because of thy indignation and thy wrath, for thou hast lifted me up and cast me down. My days are like a shadow that declineth, and am withered like grass. And that's all of us in America right now. Okay? Because we're underneath the curses. Alright? But he said, I'm reading verse 13. But thou, Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, shall endure forever, thy remembrance unto all generations. Which proves you need to know the name. Alright? Thou shalt arise and have mercy upon Zion, for the time to favor her. Yeah, the set time is come. Call on La Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. The set time for the Most High to favor Zion is now, man. We in that time, man. Okay, and like he said, he watches, man. We got to remain in the watchtower. We're watching, all right? Just how King David felt, that's how we feel right now. Because we living in some dangerous times, man. The scripture says to be circumspect for the days of evil. And this is the job of the men of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, man. Constantly remain occupied in prophecy. Seen a video today, brother said that, dude said prophecy is boring. You gotta be kidding me, man. There's nothing more exciting than prophecy, because that means that, we're gonna be delivered. The set time has come. Okay? You got the spirit of the Mashiach is the spirit of prophecy. Alright? So, that's the main thing the Most High wants us to do is to prophesy, man. Okay? To say before. To warn the sheep. You see? Israel is sheep, man. And they desperately need shepherds. Matter of fact, let me get that. 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 15. We see a lot is going on this week, man. Inauguration day. You have a whole bunch of cargo ships on the coast of California has been sitting there for a while. And there's many different theories. All right. Some say just cargo ships. Some say it's the Chinese military. China trying to smuggle in weapons, but everybody's on edge, man. Okay, because people know there might be a foreign invasion on American soil because your politicians sold you out. All right, they sold you out, man. Okay, we all know that the government more likely may use UN troops to push vaccine, man. You see, because that's all part of the NWO. You see, that's why we gotta remain in the watchtower, man. Whatever news we get, we gonna bring it out and warn the sheep, man. You see, because let me get this precept. 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 15. This is brief. It says, so the angel that was come talk with me. This is Ezra's. And we know it's Ezra's the angel Uriel. Comforted me and set me upon my feet. And in the second night it came to pass that Salathiel, the captain of the people, came unto me, saying, where hast thou been? And why is thy countenance so heavy? This is what they said to prophet Ezra. Knowest thou not that Israel is committed unto thee in the land of their captivity? Up then, and eat bread, and forsake us not, as the shepherd that leaveth his flock in the hands of cruel wolves. So Israel, at that time, they understood that they need a shepherd, man. Because Ezra was away for a long time because why? He was fasting and he was receiving these visions. So people were worried, like, yo, man, we sheep and we desperately need a shepherd. Don't forsake us, okay? In the hands of cruel wolves, okay? Because we know the wolf is coming. Right? The wolf is here, man. All right? And Esau is looking at ways to devour you, okay? You're just like that Simpsons episode when they gave that date, inauguration date. You know, you showed the 4 horsemen in the book of Revelation. You know, nothing but death and famine and tribulation is coming on the society, man. Coming on the world. The hour of temptation. You see? The hour of temptation, man. Right? That's why the Most High said, and this is what we're set up to do, to prophesy, to forewarn you. This is a true nature of the prophet. Okay, not like Martin Lucifer King and his silly dreams. Just did a video on his ass, man. Okay, and these other guys who don't want to prophesy. Okay, they speaking on every other topic but prophecy. Because they're not prophets of Yahawashi, man. Okay? They're wolves in sheep's clothing. Okay, and the Most High gonna bring y'all down. That's why the Lord told Jeremiah to say this. He said, O ye children of Benjamin, Jeremiah 6:1, gather yourselves to flee out of the midst of Jerusalem. Why? And blow the trumpet in Tekoa, and set up a sign of fire in Beth-Keram. For evil appeareth out of the north, and great destruction, man. Okay, he said to flee out of the midst of Jerusalem. And we tell you to spiritually and mentally get your mind out of this place, because it's going to fall fast, man. All right? Fast, man. This place is going down, man. You see? We're coming into a new regime with Biden. Okay, we'll see what happened for the rest of the day. You know, if they may trigger a false flag, because we know these Edomites, they want to incite violence. They want to lock this place down. They just need an excuse to do so. We already heard Biden already say that he wants 100 million people to be vaccinated by April, man. So this guy, he wants to move fast. We also see in Germany, which I'm going to do a video on that. Germany, they said that they're going to, for rule breakers, they're going to have COVID camps, man. Insane, man. That's the NWO in full effect and not even hiding it anymore, man. Why is everybody not talking about that, man? Only the prophets of Yahawashi is even bringing these things out, man. Okay? That's why the scripture says we get this Joel chapter 2, verse 1. Do a quick lesson today to the power of Yahawashi, man. We just going to remain occupied in prophecy. You know, like the Apostle Paul said, have control over your members, man. You see? At the same time, make your body a living sacrifice to Yahawashi and endure. Alright? The scripture says it's Joel 2:1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion. Like reading Numbers, the 10th chapter, the priests, they had different sounds for different events. Where it says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, man. Okay? And sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Okay? Or that government, which you know is Israel, man. We're sounding the alarm. Okay? Let you know that what? That war is coming, man. Death is coming. The enemy's right around the corner, man. You see? Just like I said, when you read in Numbers, the 10th chapter, when they sound the alarm, they know that what? That it's time to go to war. That the enemy is coming. You can read that in Numbers, the 10th chapter, man. There's different sounds for different things. Right? There's one sound for the high holy days, but we're sounding the alarm. Okay? We're sounding the alarm, man. Alright, that scripture said, read again. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, which we're doing. That's what we go out there in the highways and hedges. That's what we do these videos and we put it up online. We're blowing the trumpet in Zion. And from the elders and apostles and down, brothers been doing that for years, man. Specifically the elders, man. Right? So the blood is totally going to be on our people's head. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, man. Tremble, man. For the day of Yahawashi cometh, for it is nigh at hand. Yahawashi is right around the corner, man. There's only few prophecies left. The main prophecy we're looking for the microchip to become mandatory. Esau just say one day, this is a microchip, the economy collapse, these diseases out of control. You have to be able to track and monitor everything. You see? Through the RFID chip. And we've been bringing that out, that's the mark of the beast, man. We're bringing out all kind of information on vaccine, C19, the microchip, went in on brain chips with Neuralink, and just bringing everything out that's sounding the alarm. That's edifying, man. Okay? Then now the scripture saying 1 Corinthians chapter 14, let me read that quick and then jump to the next precept. 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 12, it says, even so, for as much as ye are zealous of spiritual gifts, seek that he may excel to the edifying of the church, to build up the church. Okay? Everybody has different gifts and different talents. We know the top talent is prophesying. That's the top gift. Okay? Remain in the watchtower for Yahawashi, constantly forewarning Israel. Okay? That's why he said in let's read 1 Corinthians 14 and 4. Let me read that. He that speaketh in an unknown tongue edified himself or language, but he that prophesied edified the church. You hear that? Okay. So when you speak an unknown tongue, verse 5, I would have that he spake with tongues, but rather that he prophesied. For greater is he that prophesied than he that speaketh with tongues, man. Okay? So when you prophesy, you edify the church, man. And that's what it's about, the body of believers. Edifying them, warning them. Because 2/3 ain't going to get it. Even though we warn you as well, we have to, whether you hear or forbid. See, but you responsible for your own sins because you're not covered by the blood of the Mashiach on this side, man. You have to pay, man, because you were warned already. All of our people was, man. There's no excuse at this point. All right. That's why matter of fact, let me get that 2 Maccabees. All right. It's about edifying the church, man, of Yahawah Shemel Shah. And the main way they get edified, like the Apostle Paul said, is by prophesying. Okay? Constantly. So we have to constantly keep watching, constantly keep praying, studying, and bringing it out, man. That's why Scripture says this, matter of fact, to show you that it's very important. 2 Maccabees chapter 15, verse 17. This is Judas Maccabees when they came up against Nicanor. It says, thus being well comforted by the words of Judas, which were very good, and able to stir them up to valor, and to encourage the hearts of the young men, they determined not to pitch camp, but courageously set upon them, and to manfully try the matter by conflict, because the city and the sanctuary and the temple were in danger. This is the point. For the care that they took for their wives and their children, their brethren and folks, was in least account with them, but the greatest and principal fear was for the holy temple, man. So what was their top priority? Protecting the temple at all costs. Not even their children, their wives, or their brethren. The temple, man. Okay, and that's what we're doing, man. We're protecting the temple of the body believers by being true shepherds, by prophesying, man. Okay? So it's very important, man. Very, very important, man. And what are we prophesying? We'll get a couple of last two precepts. So like I said, there's a lot to, lots going on, and that's why your eyes got to remain glued to the news, alternative news, mainstream news, because a lot is happening, man. Okay. Now ain't the time to be getting caught up into the flesh, man. And plus, there's nothing left in this world anyway to be getting caught up in. All right. So, Scripture says this: Isaiah chapter 29, verse. Let's see. Let's start from 5. Isaiah 21, verse 5. Prepare the table. Watch in the watchtower, which is what we're doing. Eat, drink, arise, ye princes, and anoint the shield. For thus saith the Lord, said unto me, Go set a watchman, and let him declare what he seeth. And he saw a chariot with a couple of horsemen, and a chariot of asses, and a chariot of camels, and he hearkened diligently with much heed. And he cried, A lion, my lord, I stand continually upon the watchtower in the daytime, and I am setting my wards whole night, no break. Like King David said, man. Psalms 102nd chapter we read earlier. And behold, here cometh a chariot of men with a couple of horsemen. And he answered and said, Babylon is fallen, and all the graven images of our gods he hath broken unto the ground. Okay, Babylon is fallen, man. That's what the prophets is supposed to be prophesying. The downfall of Babylon, America, man. Okay, period, man. That's what the watchman's supposed to be doing. We just read it in the scriptures, man. Okay, so that's the true nature of the prophets, man. True natures of a man of the Lord. Okay, and I'm going to close out this scripture here. So if dudes ain't doing that, you got to mark him. Dudes are talking this, like they have future goals and future plans here. You got to mark those men, okay? Because they're not prophets, all right? They're not in the watchtower. Okay, they're of the world, man. Right? It says this. See how Yahawashi said, he said, hear instruction, 33, and be wise and refuse it not. So that goes for our people out there, man. Listen to the words that's coming out of brothers' mouth, man, from the elders and apostles on down. Blessed is the man that heareth me watching daily at my gates. Daily edification. That's what the apostles have a channel called Daily Edification. Right, they're edifying you daily, all right? Watching daily at my gates and waiting at the post of my door. For who Yahawashi, waiting for the bridegroom. Okay, that's that parable. But you have certain men who fell asleep and they got drunken, and they're going to have their portion with the non-believers. So we're supposed to remain what? Occupied in prophecy, man. All right? So with that, I'm going to say, Yahawashi. We got to remain circumspect and aware of what's going on. Shit about to get turned up. With that, I'm going to say, Shalom.